Well, I just took my first tech class this year, but honestly, it makes me wish I had been taking them the whole time because, I mean, I want to major in physics, so it's something that I should know, and it's something I really enjoyed, and it's definitely made me think about career paths and like kind of ways to branch off of what I was originally doing that I hadn't thought of before. And it's just been fun, like, and confidence building. It's been like learning a new skill that I can apply immediately outside of school and even in school. Like, I tried to write some programs to help me with some physics projects, and yeah, it's been fun and useful. Well, I kind of already said, I never thought about doing anything in tech before. I've always just kind of thought about doing natural sciences, but I've realized that natural sciences these days have a lot of overlap with technology. Pretty much anything has a lot of overlap with technology, and knowing how to code is like the new literacy. Like, employers are looking for people who are adaptable and can make programs to do what they need to do, and computers are so powerful if you know how to use them, so they'll make you better at whatever you're doing. So I think it's just, I'm definitely going to take computer science classes in college. That's what I'm saying. I want to know how to do it. In whatever you're doing, you're going to use it. So, I mean, whether or not you want to go into business or art or technology itself or science, I mean, computers are everywhere. We carry them in our pockets, and I mean, it's kind of scary to think that most of us walk around not really knowing how they work. So, if only to fight our computer overlords, I think we should all know how to code. They're definitely more hands-on because, I mean, I'm not actively working on creating new math in math class. I'm just trying to catch up, right? I'm trying to catch up to what everybody's already figured out. Whereas in computer science, I mean, sure, some people have figured it out, but there are tons of people struggling along with you, and you're building things that might not. Nobody may have made your battleship program the same way that you're making it before, and it's a lot more creative. I mean, that might sound weird because you don't really think of you think of computer science and you think of a bunch of people in front of computers, just kind of like nerd mania, not like artists. But it's creative problem solving, and there pretty much any task you're given, there are a plethora of ways you can get it done. And I've actually found that I've kind of developed a style. Like, I look at my code and it's different than my friend's code because we organize it differently, and we like to use different methods. Like, I have friends that really like certain kinds of loops. I like if statements and for loops, but I've heard that my friend Henry really likes while loops. So, you know, that might sound superficial, but I really do think computer science is more creative than any other class I'm taking because it's less about cramming and more about learning how to solve problems. And if you go on Stack Overflow, you'll find a lot of people who are having the same problems as you. So, I don't know, it's collaborative and it's creative, and that's why I like it. All right, I just finished making the method to draw my ships, which are literally just rectangles. It sounds lame, but I figured out how to use the paint method, and oh man, my battleship program, it can now have rectangles, and I'm really pumped about that. Also, I figured out that I can refer to variables that I've defined in other classes inside of other classes just by using the dot thing. I finally understood what that was. I was calling dots on functions and variables and stuff on like color dot black. Like, I didn't realize a color was its own class. I just realized that as I was doing this. Like, I didn't look it up. I was just like, whoosh, mind blown, because I was writing something and I was like, maybe I can just do this and be lazy. Can I be lazy? Do I have to define this in every class? Can I just like tell it to look for it? And then I realized that all this other stuff that I've been doing is that same thing. Yeah, so I'm happy about my rectangles in my classes. Yeah. Oh man, I have learned to Google search so much more efficiently because, like I said, this class is pretty open-ended. So there are videos to guide us through some of the projects, but then as the class went on, the videos got less and less helpful. I wonder if that was on purpose. So I learned what Stack Overflow was. and I learned to navigate it, and I learned how to take other people's code and artfully rearrange it and understand it. And I've written dice simulators and stuff just in my own time now because I know how to do this. Like, I'm just more confident with computer science, but past that, I think I have a better grasp of like logic and logical structures and like how specific things have to be if you want a computer to do them, and how one little logic gap can bring down a whole computer program or a whole argument. I think I'm a much more I'd say logically creative, if that makes any sense, thinker. So it's like I feel like I make a better Spock, but I also make a better Scotty after taking computer science.